Yo, what's going on, Miami? Welcome to another episode of the Miami Comedy Podcast. I'm Manny Garavito. Welcome. Thanks for coming out, y'all. How are you, Miami? It's good to be back live. Even though the Wi-Fi went out this morning, I was a little worried that we weren't going to be able to do a Saturday show. For those that are brand new to the podcast, welcome. Hi. Nauseant off the top says, go to Hialeah when it's raining. Do not do that. Do not do that. The traffic is probably going to be worse than anywhere in Miami. Do not go to Hialeah. Do not go to Kendall. And do not stay in. Because Miami, when it comes to rain, it could happen at any moment. There's no need for it to ruin your whole day. If you have plans to go to the beach, go on the beach in the rain. All right, but before we get into that, I just want to say what's up to all my Saturday people. We usually do this show at 10:30 at night if you're a homebody. But today we're doing at 6 because we have a special show at Thank You Miami Beer House in Little Havana. All right, so if you guys want to see a live stand-up comedy show, swing on over to Flagler and 17th Ave. It's a brand new art hub full of beers, and it's got a great food menu. Last night was awesome. We're doing it on a Saturday, okay? So just throwing it out there. It rained, and it's upsetting to know that my plans to go out were squashed. And what was I planning? I was planning on going for a run. I have a suit. Well, I wouldn't call it a suit. I would say I have this outfit that you would go out running in, if it's raining with a hoodie on, but that doesn't really look good. Do you ever see anybody running with rain gear on? It's kind of like, what is that guy up to? You would probably assume that person is committing a crime. If I saw somebody running in the rain and they have the attire for it, I would assume that guy is either going to break in somewhere or running away after breaking in somewhere. Hey, shout out. Nauseant. All right. Thank you very much, Nauseant. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you for buying a badge, buddy. All right, guys. Financial freedom. One badge at a time here at the Miami Comedy Podcast. Let's go on over to the chat and say what's up to the people. Oh, man, we are busy today. Brumlopes, Pauls and Babe, Evil, Mocha, Champagne Bubbles. Amanda says, hi, is there a show tonight? Yes, Amanda, and you are welcome to join us over at Thank You Miami Beer House in Cocina on Flagler and 17th Ave. Just go to miamicomedy.com. That's one of the best things about running a comedy website, right? You run the #1 website for comedy in the whole city. All right, you got the whole thing on the background, miamicomedy.com. People are like, is there a show tonight? I'm just messing with you, Amanda. Come on out. I'll buy you a drink. Just let me know it was you. That's the password. You go, Amanda, you show up to the show tonight, and then you go, I'm the girl that asked you if there's a show tonight, even though you had the logo in the background on where to go to find the shows. I'll buy you a beer. All right, there you go. Or if someone else impersonates you, they're the ones that are going to end up getting the beer first. Hey, Chris Headshot. Hey, we are on a roll on a Saturday. Yeah! Thank you, Chris. We are killing it today. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I would still go for a run, says Amanda. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I was planning on being that guy going out for a run in the rain, but it just looks, it looks like you're doing something criminal, or it looks like you're just a very depressed person. All around me are familiar faces. Oh, man, they look like Missy Elliott. What, the hoodie on? Yeah, for sure. Erica Nicole. Erica with an X, Nicole. Welcome. Colombian comic. Shout out to Colombian comic, a.k.a. Oscar Collazos, who is going to be having a show at the Dania Improv the 24th, which is on next Thursday. I will be there. Oh, let me go ahead and announce it right here, right now, guys. If you guys want to see me perform at a comedy club, which is usually outside of the bars that I perform in. So if you guys want to see me work out material and interact with the people in the audience and work on the crowd, you can find me at the bars, bottle full of bub, right? Just go to the website behind me. Or if you want to see me in a more professional comedy club setting, on the 24th with Colombian comic, we're going to be doing a comedy show. And at the Dania Beach Improv is the newest comedy club in the area. And shout out to Colombian comic, man. Thank you for bringing me along and opening for you. The dynamic duo of Colombian dick jokes. Oh, this is a clean podcast. I'm sorry. When you're hanging out with friends, you kind of just want to curse. It's a thing. Amanda says, I still see tons of people running around here in Bayfront Park if the rain's light. Yeah, if you're hanging out in Bayfront Park, I'm pretty sure you got nothing better going on for you. Like, out of all places, you go to Bayfront Park. Didn't they do yoga there too? Oh, bro. Let me tell you guys something. When it comes to those kinds of public interactions, like, they're really cool. I've done it, all right? I used to run networking events, and I used to meet people at random. But sometimes you would meet people that have a hard time socializing, and so they force themselves in those situations. I make friends with those people as much as I can. Because not only was I in their shoes at one point in my life, right, where it's like, oh, I don't know how to socialize. I'm such an introvert. How do I do this, right? I can empathize with that. But I also don't want them shooting up the place. Hey, buddy, how are you? Yeah, my name is Manny. It's great to have you here. You all right? What you got in the bag? Oh, granola bars. Thank God. Woo! Wow, look at Colombian Comic putting the link on the chat like you can click it. First of all, don't direct people away from the stream, Colombian Comic. Let's be a little more professional than that. Dizzy Mo, what's up, man? Nausea says, rain came out, ATVs on the Palmetto. Oh, yeah, dude. When I used to ride motorcycle, that's one of the reasons I stopped riding motorcycle, man, because of how random the rain is. You would wake up early in the morning with a motorcycle, blue skies, sun shining, and I was like, man, I'm riding my motor. I'm going to Redlands. And now I'm driving all the way to Homestead with my motorcycle on, and like 30 minutes in, one cloud is causing a thunderstorm of rain. And now I'm getting poured on. I'm an hour away from my house. So now I got to ride a motorcycle in the rain. Hell no, I sold that thing immediately. But I used to feel like a badass riding that thing, man. Oh, when you pull up to the bars in a motorcycle, especially when you got a mustache like this, people actually think that you're like a star. And then when you step foot off that thing and you're like, yeah, he's 5'6", maybe not so much. MGLA to Miami. Oh, are you an LA expat coming to the city? Ooh, I wouldn't put that in your username, MG. As a matter of fact, remove LA. Just put MG to Miami. No need to tell people where you're coming from. You are the reason the rates are going up. All right? You go from a place that's expensive to a place that's even more expensive. You're making it worse for us. And in comparison, I think we actually ended up becoming the most expensive place for housing in the entire nation. I think an article came out for that. That's for a separate podcast. Tonight we're talking about rain and what to do. But LA, New York, you are ruining our housing. Hey, you know what? Go ahead and take it all. Go ahead and take it all. You know, Miami, you know what we should do? Just go into efficiencies. I've said this before. Go into efficiencies. Let all the expats move into the high rises and all the expensive places with the view and the balcony or whatever. Move into efficiencies, and then we end up being like the Viet Cong, right? They pay for all the rent, and then we just pay for a fraction of the rent, living in an efficiency, all right? And then once they get, dried out with their money, then the housing's probably going to get a lot better once all those people leave again. Once New York and LA leave, we can then come out into the sunshine and then take over all the high rises. Finally, all these people have left. These buildings are now 20 plus years old. The rates have gone down. Oh, man. Nausea says, saw a guy looking like Keanu Reeves sitting in his convertible. Oh, yeah, we've got no shame. We paid a lot of money for a convertible. There's no way we're putting up the top, even if it's raining. We don't care. We got to let the people know we spent extra money for this. As a matter of fact, wear a rain jacket on a convertible in Miami. That'd be a very cool thing to do. Like, how wealthy are you that the interior of your car is nothing? I got to wash the inside of my car anyway. I'm thinking of prostituting myself. You know what? It's a side hustle, I actually talked about it on the podcast before. Sex work in Miami is actually a side hustle now, and it's totally acceptable. You know what I mean? I think Miami should be one of the first places in the entire nation to allow and make sex work legal. Of course, responsible sex work. It's already happening. You know how many porn stars follow my page? You know how many OnlyFans with massage services follow my page? Hell, I even think if it rains in Miami, you can offer your sex work. Is it a rainy day in Miami? Plans canceled because of the rain? DM me for more information on my massage services. Oh, you make a killing whenever it's raining. Rainy days, 20% off. Yeah, you make a campaign, 20% off on rainy days. People will be ringing you up off the hook. Wait, how many clients do you have before me? My clients are confidential. Don't worry about it. I'm going to treat you like you're my first. Wait, that means I'm not the first. Shut up and pay my rates. I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun with this. MGLA to Miami says, I loved 8 years ago when rent was still cheap. It's the other expats making it expensive. Oh, it ain't me. It ain't me. It's other LA people, not me. I'm assuming you meant I moved here 8 years ago. All right, so let's go ahead and take MG to LA's definition of what's really going on when it comes to pricing. The reason the rates are going up in the housing is not because of anyone before 2020. Like if you moved to Miami before 2020, you're in the clear. You're a real Miamian up to 2019. But if you started moving here during the pandemic, you ain't a real Miami, and you're only here to enjoy the freedom, and you're making it worse. All right, 2019 will let you in. Let's go ahead and make it official. If you moved into Miami up until 2019, we accept you as our own, right? Wet foot, dry foot. If during 2020 and after 2020 you moved into Miami, you are part of the housing problem. Please go back. It's not our fault. It's not our fault we like having freedom in our city. You can't be just coming in here, hogging up the freedom. We're busy doing that. All right? Mocha says, Reeves is a very humble person, so I don't think he would have that kind of vehicle. Mocha always coming in and just killing the vibe, man. You can just feel the scorn in her text. I've never felt a woman scorn through text except for Mocha. Keanu Reeves is very humble. He wouldn't be driving a vehicle like that. Oh, my God. Can you just use your imagination? I would if it made sense. I don't want to have fun if it doesn't make sense. There we go. 100% says Easy 93. As a matter of fact, that's a joke. We did it, guys. We came up with a joke. All right. If you moved into Miami up until 2019, you good. 2020 and beyond, you're not allowed. We don't want you here. Anybody moving in here 2020 and up, we don't want you here, man. You're messing it up. You're taking up the freedom that we're enjoying, that we work so hard as a city with all our crime and shadiness and corrupt politicians. Let us enjoy it. Why are you guys coming in here? It's almost like you see somebody eating cake from afar and you're like, hey, I want a piece. Don't come here. Don't come here, but I want a piece. And then your mom's like, give him a piece. No! It's not my fault. He wanted another baked good. I didn't want that baked good. I wanted this cake. Give him a piece of your cake. Don't be like that. Damn. Yep, I'm a Miamian now. Thank you. Rick Mar says New Yorkers and Californians are making the rates go up, plus the foreign investors. Well, foreign investors has always been a part of Miami. They bring in all that black market money into the city. Trust me, I worked in a bank, not going to say where, but certain countries, they go to the black market. They buy a bunch of bills which they think are good, and then they try depositing it, and then it's like 30% of the bills are bad, and it's like, well, at least you tried. At least you tried pumping the economy up here in the city. Just draining, they go over there, they drain their economy, and then they bring the bills here, and then it's like, well, you know you're going to have to pay a 30% black market fee, which is the part that they rob you. They don't know what bills look like. They're just like, oh, are these legit bills? Yes. All right, pack it up, put it in a duffel bag. I'm going to go to the bank and deposit it. Perfect, I made the cutoff. Oh, Amanda, you're still on the chat. Yeah, come join us tonight. I don't know what you mean by the cutoff, but I'm glad you're still paying attention. Francis Suarez, he's eating the whole bakery here in Miami. Hey, shout out to Francis Suarez. Guys, look, listen. I don't know much about the guy, but what I've seen so far in the news, I think Francis Suarez is a great representation for our city. Come on, man. Come on. Who else would you rather have representing Miami than some guy that's like talking about like crypto, and he started Miami Coin, and he's talking about having people move here, and he's telling people, how can I help, even though he's not really helping. That is the best way to really, and then, you know, the corrupt charges and all, it's just amazing. He's doing a great job representing the identity that is Miami. Come on, you don't want a do-gooder. As the mayor of Miami, a do-gooder? Hell no. Hell no. I don't care what you stand for. Oh, guys, I'm the new mayor of Miami. I'm here to let you know that I care about its citizens and I want to make sure that get crime off the streets. What? You can't get rid of the crime in Miami. That's who we are. I'm going to make sure we're going to put a stop to all the drugs pumping into the city. What? Somebody get this guy out of office. We are starting a blockade for all the frights coming into Miami, and we're going to double audit it to make sure there's no cocaine inside those ship freights. Hell no. How do we veto this guy out? Is there an impeachment for mayors? Nasan says, I love this energy in the podcast you have. Awesome. Oh, yeah. You know what my secret is, Nazian? I come on here and I get angry about something. And then when you pump in some badges, oh, what a great combination. It's almost like you're out in the streets getting tipped for being angry. You know when you go out to downtown, there's like a crazy crackhead, like, I feel like that, but a little more coherent. A little more coherent, and I'm getting tipped in the comfort of my own garage. Here's $1. Keep it up. Oh, man. He's not eating it. He's creating it. Oh, we got a Francis Suarez lover. Here we go. Hate him, but he's boss. Look, man, it's just who we are as our city, man. If we had anyone else right now, he's just representing us well. Whether he's doing good or he's doing bad, you look at the guy and what he stands for, and you're like, yep, that is Miami. You want that guy going out into like political parties and hanging out with the wealthy and just representing us well with ADHD, not giving anyone the time. Hi, I'm Francis Suarez. What's your name? Hi, my name is... All right, that's enough. Oh, yeah, what else is going on? I ain't got time for this, man. I'm the mayor of Miami. The mayor of Miami probably has more power than the president. He probably shows up to political debates and he's like, do you know who I am? I'm the mayor of Miami. Oh, you're speaking with Biden. I said I'm the mayor of Miami. Don't make me make a phone call. Threatening people. I'll make a phone call. I never said anything life-threatening. I just said I could make a phone call. I never said who I was calling. Oh, man. Anger. Nazan, I thought your secret was your porn stash. Sure. This is a very 80s Miami look. So if I go live, you guys will be like, oh, yeah, like how the porn stars used to look in the 80s. Or the enemies from Miami Vice. Tell me this does not give me the I know a good cocaine plug with the most primo stuff look. That's why I grew the mustache. It's the aesthetic of the podcast. I agree. There you go, Rick Marr. He has Francis Suarez secret sauce in his stomach. I don't know what that means. Are you talking about drug mule or are you talking something sexual? It's a flavor saver. All right, you lost me, Najee. Now I don't know what you're talking about. I kind of feel like you're speaking in code. Are you speaking in code? Is this some sort of something I got to crack later on? Oh, I see what you mean. I go to this address and I find some blow. Cool. All right, guys, we are down to the last 5 minutes. If you guys haven't done so yet, if you want to support the podcast, or if you want to see the full version where you can see my screen and the cameras I have around the garage here, go to MiamiComedy.com, subscribe to the YouTube channel. MiamiComedy.com/YouTube, subscribe. That channel is going to be the main place for the podcast. But let's go ahead and write what to do in Miami on a rainy day, and we'll talk about this. In Miami on a rainy day. All right, here we go. Let's share the screen. Let's see what we got. All right, so this is from Sagamore, which is a hotel in South Beach. I don't know why they would tell you 10 things to do in Miami when it rains. They should just be like 1 through 10. Come to the Sagamore in Sobe. All right, here we go. 10 things to do in Miami when it rains according to the Sagamore. Number 1, enjoy some shopping at Lincoln Road Mall. This is a terrible idea. Lincoln Road is out in the open. Hey, Najin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, All right, there you go. Thank you very much for buying another badge there, Najint. I'm on my way to get myself some blow this weekend. It's happening. It's happening so fast. When the money comes in, it comes in fast. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. We'll go back and forth. Absolutely. Look, like you're snorting the ADHD meds. All right, so no, this is a terrible idea. Lincoln Road Mall is out in the open. You'd be pouring. It would be pouring, and you would be, te van a dar catarro. You're going to be full of water. You're going to be wet. Not a good idea. Grab a drink, obviously. What else would you be doing? Passing the time with a drink in hand is one of 4 choices way to spend a dreamy afternoon. Dine at Miami's best restaurants. Visit a museum. Go see it. This is the most bland list. Take a self-guided brewery tour in Wynwood. Hey, it's raining. Let me go drink some beer in Wynwood. Get retro at Arcade Odyssey. Well, there you go. That's a good one. Have you guys ever been to Arcade Odyssey? Me as a 36-year-old, I'm a big gamer, right? I love gaming. Well, I don't play as much as I used to when I was younger. But whenever I go to Homestead and I start playing arcades, I love it. I feel like a kid all over again, although it's a little weird because there's kids all around me. It's like teens everywhere. And I'm like, damn, man, with this mustache. If I show up to Arcade Odyssey with this mustache, man, I get arrested at the door. What'd I do, officer? We just don't like the way you look, man. Look around. There's teenagers in here. Have a little more respect with the way you look, bro. Get rid of that mustache. Come back. Spend the day in Little Havana? No, I wouldn't go to Little Havana on a rainy day. Do an indoor art walk in Wynwood? Where is there an art walk in Wynwood? What are you talking about? I think a robot wrote this thing. Or somebody on drugs. People ask, does it rain all day in Miami? It very rarely rains all day long in Miami. Yeah, right. All day long rains are for low pressure areas stationary in one area. That rarely happens. Thunderstorms very rarely last more than 10, 15 minutes. Nope. All right, so there you go, guys. Everything on the internet when it comes to the weather in Miami is completely inaccurate. False news. I thought I was going to find some cool information online on what to do during the rain. Turns out no one knows what to do during the rain because it happens all the time. Don't let the rain ruin your picnic. Do what it is you got to do. If you had plans, go do them. You know what you got to do? You got to invest on a really good rain jacket, something fashionable, right? Get yourself a very fashionable rain jacket, and whatever it is you had planned, do it anyway. Don't let the rain stop you, all right? If you wanted to go to a comedy show tonight, by all means. VP Tape says sleep. Oh, VP Tape, are you like depressed? And you take like those depression naps when perfect, it's raining. Now I got an excuse to take a depression nap and sleep. Walks through OT with lots of jewelry on. I'm assuming OT is Overtown. Yeah, walk through Overtown with lots of jewelry on. Sure. Oh boy, do not take that guy's advice when it comes to what to do. All right, a really good one to do is slide in DMs, as many as you can, and say, hey, it's raining. What are you doing? And try to go for a Netflix and chill thing. You never know, man. Sometimes the rain can make people want to enjoy some time alone. And if someone has the audacity to kind of hint at the fact that, hey, you want to stay indoors and watch some Netflix, you never know. Worked out for me a couple of times. My buddy, he pulled one off. And that's why I came up with the idea. The guy just said, hey, do you want to hang out and watch a movie? And it worked. As a matter of fact, that's probably the number one thing you do, especially if you're single. If you got a nice place, slide in some DMs. You never know. Somebody out there will want a little bit of company while it's raining. Maybe they liked you the whole time. You know when somebody likes you, but they never tell you, so it becomes like a casual thing where you guys just know each other, but it never became a thing? Rainy days can probably be the day that it actually happens. Believe me when I tell you, man, it's something about rainy days that makes people want to fall in love. I'll give you an example. When a hurricane is coming, all right? Before the hurricane comes, you got everything boarded up. Your house is really dark, but the hurricane's not here yet. You probably got another 12 hours before. And you go out there and you put your life at risk. The wind is blowing, the rain is pouring. You go out there, you put your life at risk, all right? And then you go to somebody's house and you get yourself some pre-hurricane sex. Oh, that's the best. That is the best way. It's happened. I'm telling you. It's happened to me a few times. I've heard stories of other people doing this. It's a thing. When it gets rainy and people want to stay indoors, they're more likely to let some acquaintance or old friend in and have an intimate moment together. And guess what's going to happen? Oh, sweet Miami lovemaking. And don't forget to bring a bottle of something, all right? It's only courteous. It's respectful. Make sure you bring a bottle and lots of contraceptives. All right, there you go. That would be my advice on what to do when it's raining in Miami. Something's in the air. People want to stay in, and if you know somebody well enough and you think they like you back, go ahead and slide in those DMs, bro. It might just work. All right, there you go, everybody. Thank you very much for coming out to the Miami Comedy Podcast. We do this every day. All right, tomorrow we're going live at 6 o'clock. You're more than welcome to join us. Follow us on YouTube, miamicomedy.com/YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. I want to thank Nauseant. Thank you very much for getting a badge, buddy. Really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope to see you guys at the next show. Tonight we're over at Thank You Miami, 9 o'clock. If you guys want to see live stand-up comedy, drink some beers and eat some delicious munchies over on their late night menu. It's over on Flagler and 17th Ave. It's right in the corner. You can't miss it. Or join us tomorrow, Tipsy Flamingo Cocktail Bar in downtown Miami. Have a great night, everybody.